going? There's like a drone out here. It's like creeping me out. I can like see it. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while. A lot has been happening in the last couple of months that has prevented me from doing more vlog videos. I'm greatly sorry for that, but there has been something I have been unavoidably detained with my new management position. So yeah, I went back into the restaurant world and became a restaurant manager again for the sake of curiosity. And well, one of the main reasons why I went back was I kind of feel like in my education as far as operating a restaurant one day, like I wanted to go back into a different theory where the ownership and management relationships seem to be a lot closer. So therefore I could ask a few questions and probably learn some tips and tricks to the trade, as well as try out a couple of theories and get paid to do it. Why not? I'll sacrifice a year of, to acquire that knowledge. Now I miss serving because of the fact that I was very lucid with my schedule, but I'll get back to that free schedule. Well, when I say free schedule, like transitioning my time into something more more passionate. Now, in the midst moving forward to now, it's the end of March, and we are facing a worldwide pandemic, and things have just gotten bonkers. It's so weird to see it officially affect my hometown here, Fort Walton and Destin, the Panhandle region. How everything's on lockdown. I myself am out of a job in technicalities until things pick up. Now I heard the government was looking to reopen the country by April 12th. And as of today, I believe, the government issued $1,200 stimulus packages to people who make under 45K, I want to say, a year. Those who make over 99,000 of income, I don't think qualify, but there's like other packages for that from what I saw. So I've been situating a lot of my income and trying to prepare for whatever the future may bring. I myself went to Walmart like most people. I missed the first wave of people when it came to Walmart. Like when I saw people buying up all the toilet paper and going nuts and hoarding food and stuff like that, I figured I need to get in there and make something happen while I can. Uncertain of everything. I didn't have enough information, but yeah, so I'm hoarding food for like the next 2 months. Hopefully I don't just go through it like like some sort of a raccoon or through a garbage can. So now that I got all this free time on my hands to be creative and taking heed of the warnings to keep people, to be quarantined, to keep people 6 feet away from me, as you can tell, I'm taking that very seriously. I figured I'd be a little more entertaining for everybody else out there, and if more or less keep myself entertained and my mind busy while we try to get past this crisis. And so with the midst of everything that's happening, I can see where it could get darker before it gets brighter. And so I want to focus a little bit more on some of the positive things that can come out of this. For myself, I've got personal goals as far as like pretty much like tightening up some of the loose ends of my life, getting the house clean, catch up on some book reading, and doing more videos. I think more on the entertaining side during these weird times. Looking around town during this time of year and seeing how quiet it is, when normally during the spring and summer times we are a lot more chaotic and busy. Traffic itself is normally backed up all the way pretty far down Highway 98. Typically I can judge when spring break is underway when the cars down 98 back up all the way to Whataburger. That tells me that there is a lot of people trying to either get to the island or get to Destin, and there's one main artery through Fort Walton that you can only access it through. So as a true local, I'll learn how to get around that when trying to get to work, but not lately. It's as if this is back in 1990 something, and traffic is just as accessible as it is during the fall time. People like my sister, who is still working from home. I'm happy for her because she still has a job, able to support her family. I myself, I don't have a family to support, but I know I have a family that would support me if I needed the help. I try very hard not to go down that route for my own prideful reasons, but it's still like scary when you're thinking about the welfare and the beings of family and friends in the state of the city. Driving around town and seeing all the restaurants and hotels just vacant during this time of year actually does kind of make you a little depressed when you come from this area, and you feel like the vibe is just off. During this time of year, we're booming. This is a very much a tourist-based community, and there's a lot of people out of work right now, and everybody trying their best to keep their spirits. I think it's kind of a small blessing that it's springtime, because I notice that people's morale and their aura's up. With a city like Destin, it's very up and coming and thriving, is pretty much hollow. You would, I think generally you would have a chance to panic. If I knew if I had a family that I had to take care of, I would be a little bit different right now. I'm not currently stressing it out because, like, we've got 2 months that allegedly that we're playing with to see if everything is going to open back up, or when everything's going to open back up. So for right now, I don't see a reason to panic. But if this does end up becoming like a depression state, then I myself will have no problems going to get a job at whatever is available, should this virus allow it. I think there will become a time, and I hope that I'm seriously wrong, that it gets to the point where, just like some communities around the continental United States, where they're under quarantine and have a curfew. If that happens, I know me personally, I'll be fine. But I know there's, I can't speak for everybody else, like within the community, when it comes to things like that, because they got children or they need to go get supplies. But this will test everybody's might. It's from a person who generally likes to look at or has this instinct to look at sociology or study people in group gatherings. I don't know why I do that. It's just who I am. It's an interesting thing to see how information given to the generalized public is interpreted to the individual, and that can be scary. Because if you tell 100 people don't go outside because this virus is very contagious, then watch at least 10 people will go outside in the harshest way possible. That's generally just natural selection, I think. But to each his own. And I don't want to be a drab. So that's the reason why I decided I'm going to just try to do my very best to be more informative, or at least anything, be more relevant with doing this YouTube channel, and we'll see what transpires. I would love to be more entertaining because get more of this face, but we'll see what comes out of it.
Uncle Clint, Uncle Clint.
Hey, baby.
Wait, coronavirus.
How you? Bye.
Bye.
I do want to do more positive things for myself. I'm looking at this quarantine as kind of like a basic training, like in the military kind of situation where I'm completely removed from my normal life and having to do more things for myself. My personal goal is to do more 80% things that I want to do versus the other way around, where I'm spending that time doing things for other people, where my time is theirs and not so much mine. Like what? I'll lose a couple of pounds. If you've seen the food, some of the food that I bought, you'd have sworn I was moving out for the first time. There's a lot of like sugary items, and yeah, you can tell I'm a bachelor. Let's just say that. This being quarantine, I know I'm going to save more money because I'm not going out to eat every day. I want to go play basketball so bad with these guys. Thanks, Mom.